How's it going, everybody? Hope you're doing well. You know who it is. It's DatOnePanda. And me and the boys were lucky enough to get into the Rematch beta a couple weeks ago, and we got to spend some time with the game. And I wanted to discuss my experience with the game and discuss whether or not I'll be purchasing the full game, or if the beta made me lose interest in the game. Feel free to discuss what you think about the game in the comments, or ask any questions regarding the game. Let's all have a conversation. If you're new to this channel, this is gonna be a real chill type of video where we just vibe out and we just talk about the gameplay and all of that. So, roll up, grab a blunt, get your favorite snack. I got myself, juicy juice grape. This shit hit. I don't really fuck with grape juice that much, but the juicy juice grape juice, that shit hit. Grab whatever y'all want, and let's just chillax and talk about whether or not Rematch is going to be a cop or if it's going to be a flop. So first off, if you don't know what Rematch is a new game releasing by Slowclap, and it's a new team-based arcade soccer game releasing on June 19th. And Slowclap is actually the team behind Sifu. It's a huge action hit that sold really well, and you can definitely get their developing an art style within this game, and it's absolutely amazing. If you told me 3 years ago that Slowclap would be releasing a soccer style game, I might have been skeptical about it. I'm like, whatever. But I saw the trailer and I was like, damn, this shit looks crazy. And I just had to sign up for the beta, and I was lucky enough to get in. So were my two other friends. How the game works is that you can either play the game with either 4v4 or 5v5. And when you join a match, it's like you and your niggas, your squad, just walk into the arena all cool. Like that shit is on a blue lock type of level, have all out aura farming, and you're introduced to this gorgeous map environment. You get into a map and it randomizes your spot on your side of the field. So it's like 3 up or 4 up, depending on 4v4 or 5v5, and then like the goalie. You cycle between spots on the map each time a score happens. So if someone gets a score on you, then on your goalie, then you're going to be another side of the map, and blah blah. You just switch. So everyone basically has to be goalie at least one or another. You play till you get, I believe it's 4 or 5 points. I will correct that in post. And if neither team scores, it goes into overtime. Or if it's a tie, it goes into overtime, and then whoever gets the next point, wins. The game, low key, plays like a mix of an action game, mix of a sports game. You can definitely get that Slowclap influence on this game. Like you can use the X button to do different dribble moves if you're on PS5. So you can press X to push the ball forward, so then ball gets away from you and you can run faster. Or you can do RTX and just a little flick with the ball, or do the X and left stick and do little dribble moves. That shit is kind of cool as fuck. You press RT to shoot the ball far, or square to pass the ball. And then you press Y to jump up in the air to jump up and get the ball if someone shoots the ball to you and stuff like that. And also circle is to do your tackles, get the ball from your opponents. It's like a action game with combos mixed with a soccer game, and that's the best way I can put it, because of how the control scheme works and how it just the camera angle is as well. You can definitely be oh yeah, this is a team behind Sifu. The shooting of the ball and the passing of the ball, you do have to aim those. It does not just automatically go somewhere. So you have to be very careful and be really aware of your surroundings when you pass a ball, or when you shoot the ball far and everything like that, or shoot the ball at the goal. There's no auto aim at all. So now that you have an overview of kind of how the gameplay works, let me give you my opinion on the game, and let's dive deeper into the game content. Let's get into its guts. Pause. But first off, when you get into the game, open the game up, you have to do a tutorial. You gotta learn how the game works type stuff. You get into the lab, and there's a bunch of different tutorials, how to shoot the ball, how to dribble the ball, how to defend, and how to be goalie. And there's 3 each for each tutorial, and each tutorial also has its own demo mode, or practice kind of / arcade type of thing. Is really interesting. I like that they put that in there. For example, there's a practice mode where you can you're in a circle, and then there's defenders coming at you, and you have the ball, and you have to keep the ball away from defenders as much as you can, or as long as you can. If they take the ball, or if the ball leaves that circle, then you lose. You need to start over again. You just try to stay with the ball as long as possible. There's also a practice mode where you can like shoot the ball into like these like holes, and it teaches you how to like curve the ball and everything like that. It's in the practice mode where you can like it's like a course and to like do your dribble moves and everything like that to get through that course as fast as possible. Basically like basic soccer training as well. Really cool. I really like how they put that in the game. It's a very fun addition. I will say I'm not going to take like any points off of this for me personally because it is a beta. I will say it was very annoying completing a tutorial mission or completing like a practice mode and then having to leave that menu to get to the next tutorial mission or practice mode. It doesn't take you to the practice menu or anything like that. Or when you complete a tutorial mission, it doesn't take you to the immediate next tutorial mission all the time. You gotta like go back and to the main menu and then go into the practice menu, and then you can. It was very annoying, but that's probably gonna be fixed in the full game because it is, again, it is a beta. My favorite was the shooting one, and I think all of them were really great. What's great about this game is that you can customize everything on your character. So you can leave the tutorial mission and then get your character some sauce, and you can customize their hairstyle, of course, their clothes, of course, but like there's socks and there's shin guards and there's shoes, and there's so many different colors you can do. You can customize their earrings and this other stuff on their head. It's a really deep customization thing for your for characters, and I really like how that is. You can customize the face and things like that. The one gripe though I do have about this game, and I hope they change it in the full game. They probably will, because again, this is a beta. There were no black hairstyles. No black hairstyles, bruh. And we run into this all the time where a lot of games don't give you a lot of like black hairstyles and everything like that. But there was literally nothing. And not only that, bro, this is a soccer game, bro. Let's get some black hairstyles on this bitch. Let's get some twists, let's get some dreads. That shit got kind of hard. Slow clap. If you're not doing that, come on, bro. Put some black hairstyles in that bitch. Shit will really hit. Y'all need some black customizations. But again, it was a beta. But because of how games released in the past with no black styles, I don't really have a lot of hope that they're gonna put a lot of black styles in there. I do hope that they do, but like, it's a video game company. Are they really gonna put some black styles in the game? I don't know, but I really hope they do. One also thing I really do like that they did is that you can have different character slots. So you can have different like character presets. So you can have like, okay, I got this nigga named, I don't know, Matt or some shit. He looks like this. I have a nigga named, I don't know, Zach. He looks like this type shit. And that's pretty cool. You can like change how your characters look on the fly like that. I don't know if I'm gonna use it, but it's a really cool thing they added. The gameplay itself feels really good actually. In game, you can choose between either 4v4 or 5v5. I believe when you select either of those, it says, okay, 5v5 is better for learning your positioning on the board. And like 4v4 is better for like learning your basic skill moves and all that stuff. It was only me and two other friends with three of us, so we chose to do 4v4. That helped us get our synergy and our skills up, but because also getting 2 extra randoms in the game, it was not fun at that time, which is like I cannot get the randoms, which I'll talk about playing with randoms later. But in this game, being in sync with your friends is honestly the best feeling ever. It feels so good to literally be locked in with your friends on this game. Yeah, Josh, is perfect. Your time.
We're cooking, boys.
Bro, if I got that bicycle kick off, that'd been nice.
Yo.
That was a pass. Look at this. If I got that off, that'd been nice. It does suck when there is a dude in the group or random that's not synced up with you. You can feel that. When my friends though and I first started playing, we were straight booty cheeks. We were getting the ball taken from us. We were just getting absolutely shit on. We were just getting no goals. Absolute ass. And that's the thing about this game. When you first play, there is a huge skill gap. You can definitely tell like who knows the controls and who does not. But then after you like play a little bit and you can know more of your positioning and know how to do more dribble moves and when to do certain dribble moves, I feel like the gap kind of closes and it narrows really thinly. And I felt like there wasn't anything else I could do to get my skill up. I mean, definitely there was stuff I can do, but like I didn't feel like I could level up that much. Like again, this was a beta, so everybody also had limited time to play with the game. So we all could have been really close. But at the time, I felt like, okay, we're all kind of even at this point, or I'm only winning because I'm playing against people that haven't really played the game. And it was just like, whatever. But I will say there is a huge skill gap for shooting, learning how to shoot and like curving the ball correctly to like fucking finesse the goalie. That shit really matters, and there's a huge skill gap for that. Because when you shoot the ball, you have to think about how like hard you're gonna shoot it, the curve you're gonna add to it, and how fast you can shoot it, because there's like 3 different people trying to get at you. There's like a little strat to the game where if like you shoot it at the goal, on the wall above the goal, it will bounce off the wall and it can go to like your teammate, and then they can like do a quick like shoot. Like they'll be prompted to like a little green arrow thing, and they can press R2 and it will like quickly shoot the ball into the goal or something like that.
Nice. Leave it. Oh, never mind.
One more hit.
Bang.
Come on.
Bang,
Bang.
bang.
Oh my god.
So like that's one of the strats, but at first we did not know that, so we were not getting no goals. But other than that, I do hope they add some more dribble moves or something so I can like sauce my opponents up more. What I have noticed about this game as well is that you need to pay attention to your stamina bar. That is really important. You just cannot keep holding sprint when you're running. You got to manage when you can sprint. And what you can also do is you can double tap the sprint button, I believe, and it does like a super fast sprint where you're in that gauge fills up every now and then. And this unlocks like a quick burst so you can go get the ball, and that's really cool. But sprint management is really important, and not only is that important, but knowing where your opponents are is really important. There's a mini map on the bottom of the screen, and you need to see like where your teammates are and when to pass to them and all that. That's all important in this game. So I guess maybe shooting the ball, how that skill works, and knowing your positioning properly, and stamina management will all play into like how much better of a player you are against other people. But I feel like that's kind of easy to get, and I feel like the skill ceiling again will be very small and narrow. But I'm not sure. Maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe that would be completely different in the full game. But when you do cross someone up and finesse somebody,
Far side. Oh, nice.
Wait, that was oh fuck! I did so.
Nigga should have waited till you got closer.
Oh my god, that's the best feeling ever. This is gonna unlock a new like level of shit talking amongst niggas. This is gonna be so fucking great when you like. And that's the thing about this game. You can make anything like awesome or cool. Like not only like saucing somebody up and like getting the ball over them, but stealing the ball a certain way, or getting a goal, or even being goalie and like saving the goal. And like grabbing the ball. That shit is all hype, and that's what I'm like very happy that Rematch did. They made everything just feel so cool. Even being a goalie, I was surprised being a goalie was that fucking fun. And not gonna lie, I was kind of saucy at being a goalie.
Would have been top bins, bruh.
That was a great shot, actually.
Holy. Nas, what are you?
He sauced
Bro,
me up. He sauced
bro was
me up.
running in a circle. He was lost.
No, I was trying to see. I was trying to get ready. I know my Mexicans and Hispanics are gonna go crazy with this game, bro. Because you know how in Naruto Storm or in Call of Duty, they will always have their mic on, so you always hear what's going on in the background, the family moving around and shit. Bro, do not let a Mexican score on you. You let a Mexican score on you, bro, you're gonna hear the whole family go, go! That shit's gonna be insane. You're gonna hear the whole family go, go on your ass. That shit's gonna be crazy, bro. Oh, I cannot wait. Nah, but once you start like learning how to read somebody and like grab the ball as a goalie, that shit kind of hype. I talked about it a tad bit in the beginning, but this game really is beautiful, and we gotta give Slow Clap his props for making a game that looks this stylistic and like artistically different than a lot of the games that are out nowadays. It's absolutely gorgeous. The music and the sound design is great, and the graphics are great. And one thing I really love about this game is that when you score a goal on somebody, or like your opponent scores a goal on you, the map like changes environment. So you can be like in the jungle at one point, or then you're in the desert in the tundra, and that shit is fucking cool as fuck. And the whole music changes and the sound effects change, and that's cool. That's a really cool type of thing that they did. I don't like, how did you even come up with that? It's one of those things where it's like, oh, you guys are just locked in, because I would never like imagine somebody coming up with the idea. That was, I don't know, it was really cool. So let's talk about some things I wish they would have in the full game. Not saying that they won't have it, but I'm just hoping that they will have it in the full game, or some things they can change if they don't. One thing I hope they do have is a tournament mode. We can do like, okay, there's like a whole bracket system, and we can go and see who wins that bracket. I feel like it'd be kind of cool. I also hope they allow you to create like a team or like a league or something, like how there are clans in Apex or COD, where you can like move up with your clan, because that would be kind of cool. A little addition to your game. Like, you can be like, oh, my clan is from this country, or we are representing this name or something like that. And that'd be kind of cool. You guys can move up the brackets. There is a ranked system in the game, but that's individually. I feel like to create a lot of like team gameplay, I guess, I feel like adding like a league or something will be very cool. And maybe there's not really like maybe it's not just kept to like, oh, 4v4 or 4 people or 5 people. Maybe it's like you can open it up to like a bunch of people. But as those guys level up, and as those guys also level up playing together, your clan levels up as well. Like more you guys play together as a team or play with people in your clan, win games, then the more your clan like gets up in the ranking. That'd be very cool. They should also add some arcade modes as well. They probably will. I mean, you got those practice modes, but I feel like they need to do more than just 4v4 or 5v5. I feel like they need to do some type of other thing, kind of like how Rocket League has hoops, or I think they have a hockey mode as well, and they have like how can I say, they have like little power-ups, and they have other different modes, and that helps keep Rocket League alive. Even though not a lot of people might play those modes a lot, it's a breath of fresh air when you do, or when you're new to the game and like, oh, I want to try something new or something like that. I feel like that will help this game with longevity wise as well. This is a nitpick. This probably won't happen, and I can see why it won't happen. But it'd be cool if you could like select your preferred map position before you go into the game. So like before you go into the game, like I said, you just see your team like walking out into the arena, and that's when you select your like map or like your clothes and stuff. It'd be cool if you could select, okay guys, I really like being goalie, I think I'm really goalie, before you go out on the court or the field, and then maybe you're always goalie at that point, instead of having to like switch out with other people. Because sometimes you get some ass goalies in this game, and I'm not that great at goalie, I'm gonna be honest, but sometimes you can get an ass goalie and you need to like force them to get out of the goalie position. Like if this whoever's like enters the goalie field first becomes goalie, and if they leave, they're not goalie anymore. Someone else can go in like in that field, and then they automatically turn into a goalie. So I feel like it would be cool if you can just like help eliminate some of that by selecting a position like, okay, I really want to be goalie, I'll be goalie for the entire match, instead of trying to force some people to get it out. So my final thoughts on this game: I think this game is going to be a hit. I think this game is going to be great. I'm not sure about the longevity of the game, because for one, like I mentioned briefly earlier, I don't think playing randoms on this game is that fun. I played a couple matches with randoms, and I only got mad. It's very low, like people just don't listen to communication. You can tell people to pass you the ball and stuff like that, they just won't do it. Or people would like to be, people really egoist type shit, blue lock type shit. People really like trying to get the glory for themselves and try to score the goal, even though they have no shot. There's no opening, there's 3 defenders on them. They're like, nah, I'm still gonna do it, and they get the ball taken. Bro, pass the ball, nigga, pass the ball. Then again, 2K is still like thriving somehow, and people play that randoms all the time. So maybe it can. I just probably won't be playing this game with randoms. It's not that fun to me. But I feel like Slow Clap low-key has a hit here, and I'm really glad they're releasing it, especially at this time. With a time where a lot of 5v5 or 4v4 games or just multiplayer games in general are either like shooter games like Overwatch or Marvel Rivals, and we're getting a lot of how can I say, the Lethal Company type of games, and those games are fun, but there's a lot of clones that are coming out, and we just needed a new game to kind of shake up the multiplayer or co-op type of sphere, and this game came out at such a good time, because not only do we need a new type of game like that, but it is a very fun arcade sports game. Like it came, like the puzzle fit perfectly for Slow Clap. Like Sifu was a major success. We trust them because now we know they're a good game developing company. But not only that, we needed a new arcade sports like game. Like we were tired of the NBA 2K. A lot of people have been asking for a new NBA Street. And not only that, we got the World Cup happening next year. So people are getting more hyped up for the World Cup. You know, all this stuff, qualifiers are happening right now. People wanted a soccer game. This low-key fit perfectly in Slowclap's favor, and I'm here for it. It would have been cool if like Blue Lock was popping and like, you know, Blue Lock season came out and it was actually good and Slowclap could get some attraction off of that. You know, maybe make a collaboration with Blue Lock or something. I don't know, but Blue Lock kind of ass. Blue Lock call it dog booty right now, and it's just like, what did y'all do? What did y'all do? But if you're iffy about getting this game, I highly recommend it. Especially just pre-order it. The game right now is $30 till the game releases. Once the game releases, it's going to be $40, I believe. So you might as well pre-order it now, buy the game, and then if you don't really like it, then look, you save $10, and you can just return the game on Steam after a couple hours of playing the game. So I recommend that. The game will have crossplay as well. So your friends can get it on PS5 and you can get it on Xbox. You guys can play together. You guys can get it on PC, blah, blah. And that's really great for the game's longevity as well. I'm glad they're getting crossplay right out the gate. I'm sparking zero. I don't know why y'all niggas thought y'all was gonna get crossplay. It's fucking Bondi, bro. Bondi don't care about y'all. I'm getting sidetracked. So I think this is gonna be great. And the beta was low-key pretty straightforward as well. I didn't get a lot of bugs at all, which is kind of crazy. I mean, I did get some like kind of lag every now and then with the network, but you know, it is a beta. But for the most part, it was pretty smooth. I'll give the beta rating like a 7 or 8 out of 10 on like the smooth scale. But this is definitely going to be a cop for me, especially at the price of $30. I'm definitely going to buy this game, and my friends are probably going to buy it too, and we're going to squad up. I do recommend getting 4 or 5 people to play with as well, or 3 or 4 people to play with, because I do feel like the game is not going to be that great or just randoms. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. And each their own. But I just didn't have fun with it. But let me know what you guys think about the game. Are you guys gonna buy the game? Are you guys not gonna buy the game? Did you guys get into the beta? What do you guys think about the game? Ask any questions about it. This is a community type of channel where we all just bounce ideas and opinions to each other, and it should be very civil and nice. Let's make it a safe space for all things gaming or nerd or entertainment or just whatever you want to talk about on this channel. I did do this before with Elden Ring Night Rain. I got into that network test and I played it for a little bit and I gave my opinions on that. If you want to go watch that video, I think it's a pretty good video and pretty good insight. I had a lot of criticisms and everything like that about the Elden Ring Night Rain game. Subscribe, please like, please comment. Y'all rationing subs here. Y'all watching it, y'all liking the videos, y'all not subbing. Get some brothers some love, please. Let me move up a little bit, bruh. But without further ado, hope y'all do have a nice day. Be safe out there. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.